G'day my sputtering chums, how are you? You alright? I'm marvellous mate, I'm great. Today we are doing an oil change on a CBF 600N. It's just an interim service on a little bike. But we're going to go through it. So I need you to give me a hand. Now just in case you can't see, which you probably can, yes of course you can. I've dropped the oil already. Oil's been dropped. I've used one container, which is a 4 litre container. This is the after dregs, and of course it dripped all over the shit in place. So I'll clean all that up and I'll show you the amount of oil that's come out of this wee beastie. So this is the oil. That's the oil filter, obviously. Da, da, da. And the oil. Now, the thing about oil is the reason why we like to put it in nice clean boxes and keep it nice and clean. We aren't going to reuse it, not a chance. We're going to smell it. You can smell oil. You can smell whether it's in good condition or not. Also, you can see if it's got any silver bits in it. So basically, try and look through it, like bounce it, and there's the sun up here. So imagine this is the sun. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. Look at it through the sun at a 45-degree angle from the sun, and you'll be able to see if there's any silver bits. Now, by now, all the silver bits are at the bottom. Easy peasy. Let's see if there is any. Let's clean this first though, shall we? Would help. There you go. So, I'm just going to see if there's any silver bits or nastiness at the bottom of the oil, and this will tell me the condition of the engine. Let me get a rag for it. Yeah, but in saying that, this is in really good condition, this oil. Nope, not a single silver bit. Cool. All that is saying to me the engine's in bloody good condition. Excellent. It's also saying to me this is 4 litres, because this up to this line is 4 litres. So that's cool as well. That's the oil. All we need to get this off is a short, sharp shock. So put your thumb over it, little hammer. Done. There's one. Thumb over it. These 2 bolts are now loose. Lovely. So we've got these 2 loose, the main holding bolts, if you will. Next, we've got this one here. You'll see it's got a big slot, big slit. I'll show you. So we've got these 2 off. Well, not off, but they're loose. Them 2. Here. Right there. As you can see. That's the grub screw. So we'll get this grub screw off with a very big screwdriver. Put it in, make sure it's a good fit, and turn it. If it doesn't come out easily, then we'll go on to other implements. So let me see if I can do this. Yes. There we are. In there is a 5mm Allen key. Let's get that cracked as well. By cracked, I mean loose. You know what I mean. So bounce it and it comes off nice and loose. So the Allen key inside there for the sliding pin's done. These 2 are done. We can take the caliper off. So let me just do that. Right, at this stage all you're looking for is damage. You've got a rubber boot here check the rubber boot, see whether it's cracked, anything like that. Another boot here, that's fine as well. Bloody shim. It doesn't look too bad. Right, once again it's just a little lid. I do save a lot of these. One lid, one toothbrush. Inside here is a liquid called Brake Clean. You can buy it about a gallon, it's cheap. Don't use washing up liquid. So I'm just going to put that in that and clean the caliper. Simples. Once I've cleaned the full caliper with Brake Clean, it's still all dirty. Now you can get a squeezy bottle and squeeze, you know, but me, being a lazy git, I just use one of my old spray painting guns. Fill it full of Brake Clean because it's cheap. And I clean the caliper and everywhere around it. So I've put red rubber grease on the 2 sliding pins. Fairly bloody simple. On the pads, where the ears are, that is an ear. Just there. Where the ears are, I like to put a little bit of copper slip. Nothing huge. It's just to stop it from rusting. Right, both in. Both ears are in on the shim. I get the pin, and that slides in back on the disc. Now, I'm not going to put anything on these. No lubrication, no Loctite, nothing. I just leave these dry. It's completely up to you. A lot of people do put Loctite on. These have got Loctite from Honda, but the last service they didn't put Loctite on. I like them dry. That's it. It's not as if I haven't got Loctite. I like them dry. This gets done up hand tight or finger tight. Lastly, by no means least, your little grub screw. Don't forget your grub screw. You put your pin in and you need the 5mm Allen. Got to do it up. Don't go crazy on it. Look at the look at your bike's torque spec. So finger tight. 5 minutes tops. 4 minutes even, and that's more than tight. You're just nipping it up. It's not going to go anywhere. One grub screw. The contention of many a mechanic. To get these buggers out, again, bit of copper slip. Just a touch, not a lot. And when it comes to getting it off again, you will love it. Because it might be you doing the next service on your brakes. Goes in, finger tight. And just nip it. Simples. Now, as for the torque, for these, hand tight, 5 minutes. Hand tight, 5 minutes. Or it could be a German torque setting. Yes, the Germans have a very good torque setting. Good and tight. That's the torque setting you want. Good and tight. So it's Just 5 minutes on there. Don't go crazy on it. There you go. That's them done. That's the front brake caliper done. So I've done this side and I've done that side off camera. You didn't see me do the other side, but it's all done. I've torqued these to spec. It is important, so torque them. Nip that up. I haven't put the grub screw in it yet. Grub screw in there, grub screw in the other side. That's it. Okie doke. So that's the front brakes done. So I've started at the front wheel. I've checked the tyre. Doesn't really matter because I'm putting new tyres on today. So the tyre's coming off. Next is the brakes. Brakes are done. Discs I've looked at. They're within spec. Carry on forward. I can't do the headstock bearings because the bike's on the ramp. Can't do it. What I can do, check all the lights at the front. That's of course if I can get the ignition key in. So, headlight. Check the beam angle and it tilts off to the left, which is nice. High beam. Yes, high beam. Indicator left. Yes. And indicator right. Yes. Horn. That's that done. Let's move on. So I've checked the headlight, checked the lights, can't check the headstock bearings because it's on the lift. I've checked the radiator cap. For your information, have a look at your radiator cap if you've got one of these. There's a tiny little screw holding the radiator cap on. Make sure you can get it off, undo that screw before you go anywhere. Because if you're in Austria or anywhere, you can't get that screw out, you can't fill your radiator up. Yeah. Anyway, I'll do all the hand controls and lubrication of this part when it's on the ground. That's done. Next, oil. I told you earlier, I've drained the oil, I've checked the oil, oil's fine. So I'm just going to fill it up again. I've got the oil filter somewhere. Ding, ding, ding. So I'll be putting that on and I'll be filling it up with oil. So let me just do that. Right, that's the oil done, oil filter's on, oil's in, check, level, beautiful. Oil done. Let's move on. Next, I'm going to have a look at underneath the sprocket cover. Want to have a look at the front sprocket, see how much wear it is, whether it needs replacing. Very quick, very quick. Anywho's, well, looking at it, it's in beautiful condition and it's nearly new. More than happy with that. And as you can see, all nice and shiny clean again. Just something I do. You don't have to do it for a service. It certainly isn't required for a service. But it's just something I do. At least I know the front sprocket's good. So that's the front sprocket. Right, move on. Right, okay, so we're up to here. I've already removed these. Done it last week, week before. Lubricated the two balls to make that nice and smooth. That's done, that's done. I'm going to show you something that a lot of people miss. It's only a visual inspection, but the amount of people and the amount of serviced bikes that come back and you can't even see the upper and the lower marks. I've cleaned it. I can see it's on the upper mark, therefore I know it's fine. All I've got to do now is I'm going to do the back brake, then the rear wheel's coming out because it's getting tyres, yeah, then we've got the top to do. Very simple stuff.